Hello everyone, so now I am officially back with City of Heroes. My semester is pretty much almost finished and I'm in a pretty good spot now where I can do some gaming content on this channel. So I'm just going to do this for today. I just wanted to do a City of Heroes run through again. So today we're going to take my Praetorian out for this, so therefore we're just going to continue to play the story of Nova Praetoria and eventually switch sides with her, because I want to see like how the final outcome would be when I switch stuff around with her and see, you know, like how things would play out differently. Like, I know either way you end up going back to Paragon City eventually, and basically like any history that you have in Praetoria is pretty much overlooked once you're in Paragon City. So like, I know that the impact isn't really that big, but your presence in Praetoria, like at least up until level 20, is impacted by the decisions that you make. So I am going to select her, and then eventually we're going to see like what happens when we switch sides over from somebody actually in the resistance side. But wait, I think maybe we should play like the side of the resistance, like see what happens, like dialogue changes and stuff like that, and the decisions that get made when you choose the resistance side. I think I actually want to show that first by playing the tutorial with Shadow Chaser, so that could be cool. Yeah, let's do that first. And then we'll switch over to Sakicia and do a mission or so with her. So, here we go. Officer Flint, same officer that you get introduced to in the containment zone when you choose the hero arc for Paragon City, except in this case, obviously things are a little different, so. Welcome to the Powers Division, recruit. Today you will have your first live fire mission. You've been assigned to Reese, one of the top dogs in the Powers Division. Before you meet with him, I'd like to send you through basic training. Okay, so here we go. Optional. Wait, something isn't right here. What? What is it that is bothering you, Shadow Chaser? Where am I? You must not be from around here. This is Praetoria, Emperor Cole's Utopia. The Powers Division is a special division of the Praetoria Police Department, the PPD. Most of the PPD do the day-to-day maintenance of the peace, but the Powers Division is called for the missions that require your special skills. Just because you have superpowers doesn't mean you're better than anybody. It means you have a civic duty to serve. Me, I chose this job because I believe in Emperor Cole's vision. What? I didn't join the Powers Division. And yet here you are. If you have superpowers, want to carry a gun or other weapon, or are an expert in unarmed combat, you join the Powers Division. It's the law. We have a 100% recruitment rate. Yeah, we'll see about that. Look, kid, you obviously don't like me, and I don't like your attitude. But if you want to get out of the Powers Division already, you'll have to go take it up with Reese. Whatever. And I'll say, I'm a veteran. I don't need to go through boot camp again. You'll need to talk to Reese. He's a pretty busy guy, but if you want to get anywhere in Praetoria, you'll have to talk to him. Wait a sec. There's something on my comm. It's the Destroyers. They're assaulting the precincts. Get over there, Shadow Chaser. Where can I find Reese? Reese will be on the near side of the precinct, fighting off the Destroyers. Just go up the street behind me and turn left. You can't miss him. Okay. So you can see how the dialogue changes are impacted. You can definitely see like how your decisions impact the story and the way that it's told, for sure. Definitely. Reese. Hey, new recruit. Don't just stand there lollygagging. Can't you see we have a situation here? Yeah, I can see that. What the hell are you doing about it? You're just standing there lollygagging, so you're telling me to do the opposite of what you are doing. Like the rules don't apply to me as they apply to you. Okay, I get the message. Here are some damage enhancements. Get them slotted and we can get started. Okay, I'm ready. I got the memo about you, Shadow Taster. You're being assigned to my division for a while. Do you know who I am? I am a top dog in Praetor White's Powers Division. That means I'm famous, well-known, and respected. However, I have a task that can only be handled by an unrecognizable greenie. That's you. Optional. I'm turning in my resignation. Throwing in the towel your first day on the job? That's funny. You don't tell me when you resign. I tell you when you resign. Look here, you worthless tramp. You work with me or you disappear. We don't let powered individuals roam free on the streets unless they are serving Emperor Cole. I work for me. Got it? That's nothing new. That's why I picked you for this mission. You've got spirit. I've got a lot on my shoulders here, and I need someone who I don't need to babysit. If you can prove yourself on this mission, I will make it worth your while. Fine. I need you to infiltrate the Resistance. There are destroyers all over the streets. It's a mess. Don't be fooled, however. They're just pawns of the real threat to peace in Pretoria, the Resistance. The Resistance is always looking for new recruits. I've made it known that you aren't happy being inducted into Powers Division. This should be enough to get your foot in the door. The rest is on you. Where should I find the recruiter? There's a Resistance recruiter that is ready to meet you. Go to the door under the nearby underpass. That door will take you into the underground. And to make contact with the Resistance member, I will send in additional troops to arrest him and his buddies. Be careful. The Resistance will tell you anything to get you to join them. Don't fall into the trap of believing their lies. Yeah, okay. And you're a liar too. So why should I trust you? That's my tip about playing the Pretoria stuff. Question everything. Do not trust anybody. Question everything. Always ask questions. Even if it's the Resistance, even if it's the Loyalists, question everything. Always ask questions. Read everything carefully. That is the only advice I can give anybody. You have to think critically and really decide for yourself, is this really the path that I want to go on? You're so smart to make this. Seriously. Like, whoever came up with this whole concept of, like, the freedom of choice in how you play the game is a genius. Okay, so we know how to use a supply crate. Here, please take this earpiece. Okay, I'm ready to get moving. What's next? Okay, you have a choice. You can choose to leave the clockwork down here. I'm gonna just leave it down here. Let's be honest. Because I believe when we played with Psychesia, we didn't. We convinced the clockwork to go topside. As you can see, I have this XP booster thing because celebrating the 18-year anniversary. All right. Rules. Please tell me there's more. Ooh, lots. Ah, he wants to talk to us. Rothstein. Whew, man, just our luck, huh? PPD chased us right into an old ghoul den. Sure hope that Renter is doing okay. Anyway, the name's Rothstein. You're that new gal that we're getting from Powers Division, right? Good to have you on board to help us. Despite talking face-to-face with a high-ranking member of the Resistance, you won't be able to bring him back to the Loyalists, given the sheer amount of support he has around him. What are these things? Ghouls. I'll talk to you in plain talk for now. Don't want to get you all confused. Yeah, we really ain't sure what they are. Some of the older guys in the Resistance say that they just sort of appeared one day in the tunnels. Ever since then, we gotta be careful of where we go. You get ambushed by a horde of those things, you ain't coming back. Those ghouls will eat you alive if they get the chance. They're nothing but a bunch of monsters. Some folks say that we made them. But seriously, what are we going to use to make those monsters? I wish we could make ourselves an army of monsters to throw at Cole. Believe me. So if you want to know more about us, or you gotta be heading forward, tell me more about the Resistance. Us, the Resistance, we're the last best hope for humanity here in Pretoria. Cole's got all these people brainwashed into thinking that what he decides is best for everyone. But really, it's all just what's best for him. Did you know folks can't own their own guns in Pretoria without having to sign up to join the PPD or the Powers Division? It's nuts. Cole claims it's because you don't need guns for your own protection when we're protecting you. Us in the Resistance, we're all about power to the people and giving it to them no matter what. You know something? Nobody here really stops to smell the roses, you know? I got a little something for you, Shadow Chaser. What is it? Here, little token of appreciation from me to you. Take it easy. Nice. So I just got the first badge. It says Avid Reader. You take the time to listen to what everyone has to say very carefully and read everything you run across. As a reward for this remarkable trait, you have more than earned this badge. Awesome. Really cool. This guy. Just you and me, Shadow Chaser. Make a move. I dare you. Okay. You're not going anywhere, terrorist. Your attacks on the people of Pretoria end today. Shadow Chaser. So Praetor White couldn't just let the PPD handle this, huh? As you can see, we're finishing things up here with the Resistance. But I guess you're here to show us how it's done, aren't you? Are you going to follow through on your orders? And take down this Resistance scum? Psh, join the Resistance. What do you think I am, some lapdog? I can think for myself, thank you very much. Good to see you're on our side, Shadow Chaser. You're a real slammer, huh? There's someone who wants to speak with you. I think you might have heard of him. Calvin Scott. He's here now, near the entrance back to the top side. You should go speak with him. He'll tell you what's got to be done. Good luck. I'll go speak with Calvin Scott. Here he is. Shadow Chaser, good to see you. I'm the leader of the Resistance here in Pretoria. I'm pleased to see you're on our side. To be honest, I was a little nervous that you were going to turn on us. Why are you talking to me? What are you doing here? I usually try to be present when we get someone already registered within the Powers Division to come on board. Most of our members who have superpowers are usually renegade. They can't be seen topside. You, however, are different. The Praetorian government sees you as a loyal follower. I want to use that to our advantage, since you've shown you want to help the Resistance. How are we going to use that? I'm not too sure how gung-ho you were with the Powers Division before, but now we need you to be all for it. If you're going to do work for the Resistance, we're going to need Cole and his goons to believe you're on their side. To that end, I need you to speak with Praetor White and work your way deeper into the Powers Division. So, I'm still to do the work of the Loyalists? Not exactly. Once you've proven to Praetor White that you're a fine, upstanding member of the Powers Division, you can seek out members of the Resistance throughout Praetoria. Maybe even normal folk who are sympathetic to our cause. Then you'll be able to fight the good fight. Just remember, though, you need to keep up the facade that you're with the Powers Division. It's difficult, but we need a woman within the organization. There is another way you could help us, if you're interested in hearing me out. What's the other way? We have plenty of people fighting the good fight, but only a few insiders within the Loyalists. We could use someone who works exclusively with the Loyalists. It'll be a dangerous job, and you'll have to be sure not to get caught. You'll probably have to do some questionable things against us in order to gain the full trust of the Loyalists as well. However, when you get to major operations, you can contact me. We'll figure out what you can do to turn the operation towards our favor. You have the option as a member of the Resistance to do missions on the sides of the Loyalists. They will play through normally, however at certain points, you will be able to contact Calvin Scott to add options to the mission in order to swing events in favor of the Resistance. I'll think on it. For now, I'm going topside. Good luck then, Shadow Chaser. You'll want to contact Praetor White as soon as you get topside. Be careful around Praetor White. His cool exterior is just cover for his true nature. A marauder. He's brutal, cruel, and selfish. Show any weakness around him, and he'll break you in half. You might not like it, but for now you'll have to put up with his attitude. And remember, we need you as our inside agent in Powers Division. Do what you need to do to gain their trust. But don't believe anything those Loyalist scum tell you. I'll make sure to be careful. Okay. Let's go! So, I'm really not interested in walking you guys through the entire, mission and everything, because I've already done this with Psychesia. You know the drill. You don't need to know, all the stuff. So, I'm gonna pick my second power slice. Praetoria's daughter. Okay, I love that badge, actually. I do like that badge. I'm gonna keep that badge on me. Praetoria's daughter. I like that, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna exit out and I'll play with her and get her to a certain point where she's about to pick which, contact I want her to work with. Alright, so let's go to Psychesia now. Happy 18th anniversary. Okay, so I was waiting for this moment. Contact Chief Interrogator Washington. Is there something you'd like to talk about? Ask about available missions. Charles Monroe has indicated that Erica Swift, the CEO of Swift Microcoms, is most likely behind the attempt on his life. From what I know of Mrs. Swift, she doesn't seem like the type to hire Syndicate to kill a corporate rival. But then again, the Syndicate are notoriously difficult to spot without serious investigation. I want you to accompany me as I pay Mrs. Swift a little visit. Accompany Washington. Just fly along. Okay, we have a clue. Let's read the clues. The chief interrogator rarely does field work anymore, so when he makes an appearance, people stand up and take notice. It also helps that the man is probably the next most intimidating thing to Praetor White, just being out a great white shark. Okay, syndicate members. Incoming! Come on, when are they coming? Okay, now I'm at level 7. So we'll label this resistance, I guess, part 1, and then I don't know how we're gonna label this with chapters. I have to go back to the last video that I did for City of Heroes, see how I labeled it, and see exactly where we're at, like which chapter we're at. Mrs. Swift is in custody, and the entire building is on lockdown as we investigate everything for connections to the syndicate. We're getting some disturbing reports, but I'll get to those in a moment. You did well in there, Sakicia. I can see why Michael put in a good word for you with me. Let's go out the store. 2 for accuracy. Mrs. Swift has taken her interrogation very well. She's already provided me with some intriguing information, namely that she isn't the only member of the syndicate in this curious case. It appears that Charles Monroe and every other CEO on Mr. Bowman's hit list were high-ranking syndicate members, and it just so happens that Mr. Monroe has returned to his office, no doubt to destroy any and all evidence of his involvement. I need you to stop him. Stop Monroe. This isn't some corporate scandal we've stumbled onto, Sakicia. This is a syndicate gang war unfolding right under our noses. Something's happened in the syndicate and the blood is spilling into the streets. We need to put a stop to it. But in order to do that, we need to bring Monroe back into custody, or you can be sure that another hit will be ordered, and that will endanger innocent lives. Players who originally chose Resistance now have the opportunity to call up Calvin Scott to inform him of current events. Messages such as this will appear in missions where this is possible. If you originally did not choose to be in the Resistance, you cannot do undercover Resistance work in Loyalist missions. You can do undercover work against the Resistance in their missions. Players who change their faction can still do undercover work for the side they originally chose. Okay. Fair enough. Let's just level her up and then we can continue this some other time. Because I really, really, really need to study for my ASL final exam. Alright, so we're going to cap things off here, so I'm just going to quit here, cap it off, and we will return to it some other time. So, it's pretty much all I wanted to do for this, so God bless, happy gaming, have a nice day. See ya!